What is going on, guys? And if you want to be in for a chance of winning 12,000 FIFA points, all you've got to do is subscribe and wait till I hit 5k when I will announce the winner. Of course, you've got to DM me proof on Instagram. If you do want any extra entries, you can follow me on Twitch, Twitter, and of course Instagram too. So as I said, when I hit 5k, I'll announce the winner over on Instagram. Of course, we are on the way and very, very close. So the support has been crazy lately. This is what the team's looking like. If you guys have any suggestions, it's my team as much as it is your team, so I can mess around with it and definitely add some things in. We've got like a 500k broad budget. I'm thinking of getting Messi and Aguero, so any other suggestions, please let me know. But we've got a ton of filters and a lot of content that's good coming for you over the next few days, so let's get into it. So guys, for the first filter today, we're actually looking at right wings from the Premier League who are gold and red. Now we picked this one up just now off camera for 1.4. He actually goes for 2,000 coins without a hawk, so we're going to put him up for 2.1, and that's a very nice 700 coin profit. After EA tax, it's a 625 coin profit, or 650, I think, something along those lines. So definitely a very good profit. Now you can see here the filter, we've got their Minamino coming up straight away, so that's a very nice snipe. He's going for about 1.5. So that one there after EA tax is a 125 coin profit. So not amazing, but when they're coming up so much, it's really good. And you've got to bear in mind right now, I'm sniping at, I mean, it's currently 2:45, which is pretty much one of the worst times to snipe because it's midday. You don't really want to snipe. Like, my main thing for sniping is you want to do it when people are, mostly when kids are home from school, because those are the people listing most of the players on the market. We've got Willian now for 1.5, who goes for 1.8. So once again, easy profit there. We're going to list him for 1.9. Hopefully he sells on pretty quickly. You've got to bear in mind, guys, with this filter, what's so good about it is, yes, you are getting the Minaminos and the Williams, but when we put the price up for 3.5, you can kind of see the players you can possibly get. So you've got Adama, you got Willian, you got Daniel James, you got Rapinoe, you got Shaqiri, you got Minamino, you got Ferran Torres is another one. There's an absolute ton, guys, that gets listed, and the thing is, people mislist all the time, and especially with low rated players. I feel like even when people who don't have a lot of coins are selling on their teams, they really want to try and just get it out the way and get it done quickly, so they do mislist the players massively. Now obviously we are sniping at 1.4. The one player you don't want to pick up at 1.4 is Minamino, so you've got to check who the player is and what the price is. Or you can knock it down to 1.3 and then you can pick up anyone, because even Minamino is fine at 1.3. Of course, you may miss out on snipes if you are checking that 1 second, you know, who the player is, what the price is. So that's one thing to bear in mind. You could, of course, do compare price, but if we go over here, I can show you that on Minamino, there's one up at 2 hours and 49 minutes. Now you can do compare price on this, but I do think it's a little bit more difficult because rather than going forward, you have to go backwards. So as you can see, yeah, so it pushes you backwards. I personally don't like it like that. I prefer compare price where it doesn't have one at the 2 day mark or the 2 hour mark. It is each to their own. If you like it like that, then definitely do that. But we're going to stick to the 1.3, see if we can get another one, and then move on to the next filter of the day. Of course, this one personally I've found to be very quality, especially when you're getting players like Willian at 1.2. I mean, he goes for near enough 2k, so that's a nice almost a K profit per card there. I mean, that's quality. We've got the Rapinoe where we've got about 600 coins. We've got the Willian that we've already got with a decent coin profit. Like, we're very happy with this filter so far. There's not much you can do to improve it, except if we can get an Adama trial rate, that would be class. Of course, you can get him. He is very, very easy to get on this filter, but it's just about luck, guys. It's just about how fast you are. And of course, if you're doing this at like 3, 4, 5 o'clock when people are all flooding on the game after they've come home from school, finished college, whatever, you are going to make a killing off this filter, because that's when people open packs, that's when people do drafts and people do things. In a lightning round as well, you can smash this filter. I reckon you could get so many Adamas and invest in him. Now, we've been kicked out of Ultimate Team, so of course we're going to move on to the next one. So we're back on after EA rudely kicked us off of the market as usual, but we're going to go back to gold rare strikers from the Premier League. Now, once again, very simple filter. We are looking heavily at Premier League at the minute, but it is the filters that are banging at the minute. The main reason is because a lot of these SBCs are containing certain leagues, certain players, certain ratings as well, which means the lower rated players, which is usually in the Premier League, the decent ones that are found there, they're all going up in price. Now you can see here we've got some 1.4 for the strikers. It does look like they are going pretty quickly. So if we go at 1.5, you can kind of see who's worth what. So you've got Hala, Abraham, Wesley, Origi, Ings are all here. So you can kind of see all of these guys are worth about 1.5. You could probably squeeze 1.6 out of them, but we're going to snipe at 1.3 to save us any loss of profit. Now, we got that one there very, very quickly on that Origi. I'm not going to lie, I'm quite happy with that snipe. That was super fast. We're going to list him at 1.6. I do believe he does go for a little bit more than 1.5. Of course, they are the minimum that those players are going for, and when there's only one on the market, you're likely to be able to sell them on quickly. Just missed a Haller at 1.2, but if you can see on the timer in the bottom in the right corner when you are sniping, it will tell you a time. So this one here is 59 minutes 59 seconds. So we got that Watkins without really any hassle. But what you got to bear in mind is when you search it and it says 59 seconds or an hour, you're almost guaranteed, if you snipe fast, to get the card. When you do it and it says 59 minutes and 55 seconds, it means there's been 5 seconds that other people could have seen and sniped that card. So that's where you're usually going to make the loss. Now, if you are an Xbox X or PS5 owner, you're not going to have that issue very much because you're going to be sniping a little bit faster than those of us on current gen consoles. So you're on next gen, we're on current gen, we're at a slight disadvantage. Now, it's not your fault, it's literally just how the consoles are made. I'm going to be buzzing when I get an Xbox and get that same little advantage. I do think it's a little bit unfair, but it's not the game owner's fault, it's the company's, and of course it is just the consoles being faster, which we're all happy about. We've got Batshuayi there, who we didn't really see in that first page, so we'll just check on Futbin his buy now and see what he's going for. We might be able to squeeze an extra few coins. Currently, Batshuayi's, okay, his Chelsea card's extinct, his regular card is just sitting at 1.5, so we'll probably be able to squeeze a 1.6 out of him, but nothing too special, but it was worth the check. You know, if you find out that actually he's worth a little bit more, it would be gutting, you know, if we lost out on a few hundred coins profit. We're going to go for one more because, I mean, realistically, we've been absolutely snapping these guys up. I've been just waffling to the camera for a good period of time. And we've managed to snipe a fair few, so I can't really fault this method, and I feel like you guys have seen enough of it to know that it's quality. We're going to go again because I actually do want to get a snipe for the final snipe. I don't want to get beat to an Origi. I can snipe an Origi. I'm a professional sniper. Yeah, well, we'll go with that. Of course, I do put a word in all of my videos at the minute for the giveaway in order to give you guys an extra chance at an entry. Now, one person has actually been getting a ton of these, and he'll know who he is, but he's been getting basically all of them. So I hope someone else does get a chance at some point. We're going to go with Under Armour today. We've got the Under Armour garms on. Just been to the gym, of course. Actually, you know what? No, I switched that. We're not going with Under Armour. We're going with Gym Day. Gym Day is the code for an extra entry. If you text me on Instagram, Gym Day, you will get the extra entry. Now, we're going to the final filter. Pretty simple. Left back, Premier League. Absolute ton of guys fall under this filter. We can make a killing off of this. We've got Zinchenko straight away, who is actually going to make us a little bit of profit there, I think. Let me just check what he's going for. Once again, using Futbin. If you don't use Futbin, it's just a very simple app to tell you how much players are going for. Now, Zinchenko's going for 1.5. Not a huge profit there, but we'll take it. It's definitely not something to complain about. So 1.5 there. We'll just check the price at the very bottom of the barrel. I'm sure there'll be a Zinchenko there somewhere. You've got one or two there. We can definitely push our one for 1.5 quite easily, but we're going to knock this down to 1.3 in order to guarantee profit on every card. Oh, we've missed the Kalashnikov. As you saw there, if you were eagle-eyed enough, you might have seen we got that at 59 minutes and 56 seconds. So we were 4 seconds behind anyone else who's searching. Of course, what you got to bear in mind is as well, bots are still a thing in this game. I don't know how they managed to get rid of me from the game when I'm sniping naturally, but not bots. But they kick us off on the market. Sometimes they do struggle with bots. We're going to once again check Futbin. I believe Alonso is, well, I believed he was a little bit more, but he's actually 1.6. So not really any advance on the price of the lower rated players, which is quite odd, but still a good snipe there at 1.2. We're going to keep going, see if we can get another one. 1k there for a Luke Shaw. Unfortunately, we've missed that. But as I was saying, guys, yeah, you are up against bots. You're up against people with faster connections, better consoles. You've just got to be the fastest one there. And if you miss it, don't worry about it. Like, don't think, oh, I'm really bad at this, I'm going to stop sniping, I'm not going to make any coins. Realistically, like, everyone is in the same battle on here. Unless you're fighting a bot, you are just fighting another person. Better Wi-Fi can always help. If you can hotspot your Xbox or do something like that to give you a little bit of a better connection, maybe do that. Of course, do not hotspot for games because they don't allow that, so bear that in mind when you are doing it. Of course, it is a very simple way to improve your Wi-Fi, so for sniping, definitely worth it. You've obviously got next-gen consoles are a little bit faster, and of course, if you can do anything else, I mean, compare price does make it a little bit quicker in my opinion, so there's that as well. If we go on compare price here, you can't actually do it because there's loads of players over 10 hours, so anytime there's players over 10 hours, compare price basically just doesn't work. I'm not sure why, it's a bit weird. I wish that you could like cap it at an hour for the snipes, but you can't. So we're just going to see if we can get one more. This filter is a little bit harder to get the cards at the team, but make sure you try all of them, find out for yourself which one you prefer, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.